think this is my 65th, pretty much, so 65th move. Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Minna. I was living in Italy and now I live in Sweden, but I am actually Finnish. And hopefully sometime in the future we are going back to Finland. But in the meantime, I'm telling you my stories from Italy and Sweden. So you're going to see a video where I am talking in my car. We are just about to move to south of Sweden, actually to Gothenburg, to Gothenburg. We have been living in the north for a year at this point, and it's time to move more south because my husband got a job offer there. So the camera angle is not very attractive. I was just doing it as a quick recap of what has been going on since I've been on and off away from the channel for quite often, so apologies for that. But now I'm actually really trying to get back to the YouTube thing, vlogging and telling my stories. It's turning to be more challenging than I expected because things keep happening and I find that I am just actually actively waiting for things to happen in our life. You don't know, maybe you have seen in social media, in Instagram and elsewhere, we have already moved the house. So this is the second place where we are now living here in the Gothenburg area. We moved here 2 months ago and we have spent our first Christmas here, so New Year is now coming. So I'm filming this in between the holidays, Christmas and New Year, but the original video that you are going to see, this is from May, in the mid of May, so it must be 12th or 13th or something. See you in the next one. Ciao. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a while, right? Well, this is not the most flattering angle to take a video, but here I am. I'm back. You know, the first sign of summer or spring, maybe, because it's not summer, it's not green yet, but the first sign of spring is that motorcycles and RVs are coming out. So here I am having a huge motorcycle fever, RV fever, and a dog fever. I'm not getting those fevers cured yet. So let me tell you what's been going on. We have been living in Haparanda, Sweden for a year. And now we are going to Gothenburg for at least 4 months. Let's see how long it becomes. I have been extremely busy with work and taking care of my parents. Things have gone crazy there. Both of my parents fell ill at the same time and I've been helping them as much as I can from across the border. So I've been going to Finnish side every 2 weeks, taking care of things. And I don't know if you know, Haparanda is a city near Tornio, Finland, but Haparanda is on the Swedish side. So they are called twin cities. They do things together, they have common projects and parties together. And the languages have been mixed since I don't know, since the World Wars. A lot of people in Haparanda side in Sweden speak Finnish, but actually I have no knowledge of if people in Tornio speak Swedish equally in same amounts. Probably not. Finnish are a little bit shy to speak Swedish, but it's also a Sami speaking area, and it's also a Meänkieli speaking area. And there are some people who also speak Kven language. Those are the languages that are related to Finnish, except Sami. Sami is their own group. No, correct that. Actually, Sami is also a member of the Finno-Ugric languages, as far as I know. Somebody correct me if I'm incorrect. But anyway, so at right this moment, if you see behind me, I have a trailer there. I'm going to the Finnish side of the border. I'm driving to my mother's apartment in Kajaani, and I'm taking half of our belongings there. Those are the furnitures that we do not want to lose in any case, no matter what. So there are some keepsakes, so to speak, and then something nice that I have collected along the way and I don't want to get rid of. And the other half of the furniture that we have a bed and a TV stand, a sofa and something like that. Those we are taking with us to Gothenburg. So just to give you the idea of the distances, so Haparanda is about 360 kilometers away from Kajaani in Finland, and I've been driving that every 2 weeks, so it makes 700 and something every weekend, every second weekend or every third. Situation has been improved since this January, so now we are feeling confident enough to live a bit further away. What was I going to say? Yeah, so the distances. So from Haparanda to Gothenburg, it's 1,324 kilometers or 20 something. And the estimated driving time is 15 to 17 hours, which we plan to take as a one drive. We are not going to stay overnight anywhere. We are leaving on Thursday morning after we give up our keys in Haparanda, and then we are going to drive straight to Gothenburg, where we have an apartment waiting. And we were lucky to find a one-way trailer, which means that you rent it in another place and then you return it to another. So I'm picking up the trailer from Boden, which is in northern Sweden, and we are delivering it back to Borås. I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. Borås, maybe. Yeah, Borås. I don't know any other way to say that. So we will return it there, and it's gonna be, I mean, it's, the distance is nice, distance is okay. We have done moves bigger than that, and we are lucky we don't have to drive it back and forth, so we don't have to return the trailer, because that was the initial idea, that we are going to return the trailer, but now we found out that there's one-way trailers. I only thought it's available for rental cars, but it's very expensive to do that. So this trailer is about 270 euros one way. If I would take a small trailer from the Finnish side of the border, I would pay 20 euros a day. So 2 days move would only be 40 euros, but I would have to return it. So it would be another 2 days, it may be even 5 days. So you wouldn't be able to save money with that, because you're going to have to pay for the petrol or diesel anyway. So this is a good deal to get it for 250, and you only drive one way. And we have so little things that I mean, the amount of our belongings is so small that we can just fit them in one trailer and then go. There's not many things to carry, and there's not many things to pack. So we actually were not able to pack anything yesterday. We were scraping for one banana box out of our kitchen, and those are the things that we are going to take with us to Gothenburg. So if we had emptied the whole kitchen, we wouldn't have anything to cook with. So we basically are minimalists. We only have like 2 teacups, 2 big plates, 2 bowls, 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 everything, and then the odd wine cork screw and can opener or something like that, and then we have pots and pans. We don't have anything extra. The only thing that is going to take space is the microwave oven, but yeah, I don't have enough. I mean, I have enough clothes, but I don't have too many clothes. I can fit my clothes in 2-3 banana boxes, and that's it. I know people who have 10 garbage bags of clothes. If we eventually come back, we can leave some of the furniture. They are not of any value. They are second-hand. I paid 40 euros for the TV stand or something. I got the sofa for free, and it's a nice sofa though, although it's free. But it's kind of clumsy to carry around. So, and it has no emotional value. I don't like it. I don't love it. It just looks nice, but it was a free couch, so I'm not gonna lose money if we leave it somewhere. So this is I think this is my 65th pretty much, so 65th move. I stopped counting at 60, and after that I think we've moved like 3 or 4, maybe 5 times. I am not sure, because I made a conscious choice not to count anymore, because it's making me feel I have something wrong with my head because I'm moving. But seriously, life happens. If you say yes more often than you say no, you're gonna end up moving around places and countries and everywhere. So going back to that, we were in Italy for 2 years, and out of that we were in Sicily for a year and 6 months, or no, year and 7 months. No, hold on. We were 3 months in the north, a couple of weeks in Catania and Palermo, and then yeah, 1 year and 7 months in Sicily, and I loved it. And we were actually supposed to go back, and we already made plans. We were already looking for apartments of going back to Italy now, instead of us going to Gothenburg. So things can change overnight. What else? It's been a hell of a ride. I've had some health issues, and I still have some health issues, and I hope I'm going to clear them out as life stabilizes. Yeah, okay, that's never gonna happen, but let's pretend life is going to stabilize. But I don't see that happening, considering what kind of plans we have. Yeah, the things that have happened to my parents, that has been very hard to deal with. But both of them are alive, which is the most important thing. And at the moment, both of them are having it okay. So they are moving on, moving forward, going forward, and I am no longer needed to the extent that I was needed a year ago, for example. So things are okay on that part. Other than that, This is the first time I'm making a video while I'm driving, and I find that I don't have my thought process is lower because I'm concentrating on the driving, but I'm also not thinking too much when I'm talking. I'm just speaking of whatever comes to my head and things that I wanted to get out of my chest. No, it's off my chest. Yeah, okay. So I've been active on TikTok now in the past couple of weeks, maybe a month. I'm trying to practice my languages. I was full on learning Italian, and now I have changed it into Swedish. I'm a Finnish person, so in Finland we learn, or at my time when I was at school, we were learning Swedish from the grade 5, which is when we were 10 years old and forward. So personally, I have been learning English since I was 9 years old, from my 3rd grade of primary school, throughout the whole high school system until I was 15, and then high school when I was 18 when I graduated high school. But with Swedish we started on 5th grade on the lower primary school, and that would make us 10 or 11, and then I studied through high school and through high school, and that makes, I think it makes it 7 years maybe. But English we have been studying 2 years more than that. So anyway, I should have a good basic knowledge of Swedish, but the lack of practice makes it kind of scary to speak. Although I have been improving during 1 year in Haparanda, although you can survive in Haparanda with Finnish as well, but I've been trying to speak Swedish when I get the chance and trying to challenge myself that way. So now I notice that the Swedish is taking over in my head, and I'm starting to lose Norwegian, which I speak fluently, and I have been speaking fluently ever since I was there. I lived in Norway for 5 years. So combined with Italian and a little bit of Spanish and my once fluent French, which I don't speak basically at all, except that I can buy a baguette or food at the store. But if somebody answers me with very fast stating numbers as in prices or something, I would not be able to grasp what they are saying. But I think I would become fluent very quickly if I were to live in France. And what else? Yeah, so TikTok, yeah, I'm trying to be active there. I'm still wondering what I should be doing there, but it's fun. I have found a lot of Nordic TikTokers, a lot of Swedish content creators, people who are my age, 45 plus. I really enjoy their shenanigans. I have been consuming a lot of content from US content creators who tell a lot about their experiences when they're living in United States, or maybe they move to Europe and then they compare their life to what it was previously when they were in USA and comparing to how it is now that they're living in Europe. So I'm very interested in people who travel, and not even as travel, I prefer people who live in another countries for more than 3 months, 6 months at a time, so that they immerse themselves into the country and the culture more. They study more language and languages, because it's always very different to just travel rather than live in the country and then experience it firsthand. because as a tourist or a traveler, even if you are a digital nomad for 3 months, you don't get into the culture because you're always just surfing on top of the whatever is going on in the country, because you are always considering yourself outsider. You are not inside the events that are taking place. So I prefer people who are actually trying to understand the culture, trying to learn, trying to see why people tick the way they tick. So yeah, my point was that I'm trying to be more active. And what else? I have a lot of content planned for my YouTube channel. I don't know if I will be able to do them all, but I will certainly try. Yeah, it's just like a new welcome. Tag along, maybe you will enjoy it, maybe you will not. That is also a possibility. And yeah, see you around, see you in my other videos, and stay tuned. Thank you.